Hey everybody, this is George Sadan. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Kenny Williams and his upcoming film Disappearance. Uh, Go to the Facebook page of Disappearance Film, and this upcoming filmmaker will surprise people, so check him out.
Hey everybody, this is George Sadan, and this is a new edition of Movie Mondays. We're here in Sacramento, California. Quick shout out to all the cities here in California because California's my home. A little quick shout out to all the cities here in the USA and countries around the world. Movie Mondays, this podcast segment is solely on movies, animation, stop motion, etc. You name it, and we just talk about it. Today's movie is The Room. Yes, The Room. Hey, what's up, Kenny?
What up? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. So yeah, first of all, let's start out with where, and when were you when you watched this film? What was the time and place?
The first time I watched the entire movie, let's see. I think I heard about it on YouTube because I watch this channel, CinemaSins. You know that channel?
Yeah.
That channel is hilarious, and I start watching his review on The Room, and I was like, damn, I gotta watch this movie. It looks amazing. Then I finally watched The Room, and then you gave me a copy of The Room, and I watched it again, and now I'm just obsessed with that movie because it's so stupid. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. This basically, I found this gem when I was in high school, actually, because my brother, he went to AI here, and I remember it was like I was a sophomore or a junior. I didn't care about nothing, and then all of a sudden my brother comes in with his laptop. He's like, "You gotta see this movie," and I'm like, I don't care. And then I started watching the movie, and it was hilarious. Throughout the whole movie, I started laughing. I was what? What did he say? And then the sex scenes, which was sideways belly button sex scenes.
God.
That was the funniest shit ever, man.
Copying and pasting the same scene later in the movie. Like, what?
Yeah, ever since that, I just stopped. I couldn't stop watching it, and I've been watching it ever since. So let's talk about the characters for a quick second. Let's talk about Johnny, played by Tommy Wiseau.
Johnny, I don't even understand what he's saying half the time, and he wrote the script, and he still seems so damn confused with the words. And what is with him? And hi, and every 5 seconds, no one talks like that. Oh my God, those characters. And then what is it, Lisa?
Yeah.
She's just a bitch for no reason.
Yeah.
Why did she just start lying to people that oh, Johnny's beating me, and then just start sleeping with his best friend? What?
Yeah.
Maybe I missed something, but I don't think she had any motivations to just start doing that type of shit.
Yeah.
And then her mom's the only normal person. Even she's a little weird.
Yeah, she's a little wacky.
And Benny, oh my, he's this 15-year-old kid that just lives down the street, and he's all jumping in bed with them. Go home. What is?
Hella creepy too. He's that scene where in the beginning where Lisa and Tommy go upstairs, and then he goes, "Was I just want to watch you guys."
Yeah, he's just what? That's not normal behavior. He's in love with Johnny. He doesn't just admire him, or he's in love with him. He wanted to be Lisa in those awkward sex scenes.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
He also wanted to be with Lisa too. There's an awkward scene where he's like, "Oh, I think I love you," or something like that, and then Lisa's like, "Oh, I love you too, like a brother," or something like that.
Where did that come from? I thought characters had to have motivations for things, and then he just suddenly is in love with it. Who is he? How long have they known him? Why is this random teenager in their house all the time? Do they run a brothel or something? Because when they walked in. When Lisa and her mom walked in on those two people, they're oh, they come here all the time. What? You just running a brothel? You just people come bang on your couch and then leave? What is this movie?
Speaking of Benny, Oh shit. Okay. According to Benny, Tommy Wiseau said that he thought Benny's character was retarded. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, it does. It does, but he completely did that wrong.
Yeah. Totally.
He messed that up. I gotta see some more movies that Tommy Wiseau has made though. Like, has he made any more?
He made a TV show called Neighbors, and it's worse than The Room.
No, that's impossible.
It's it's on Hulu.
Nothing could be worse than The Room.
It's actually pretty bad.
Oh, I gotta find that because that dude, like, you can't teach that kind of bad. Like, that dude's terrible.
I heard like he tried to make it to a book, but like
What, Neighbors? Or
no,
The Room?
The Room. Tommy Wiseau tried to make a book out of it or something, and then he made a play, I think, and then eventually, based on the facts that I've seen, Tommy Wiseau would raise money. For example, he said that with all the money he raised to make the film, he sold leather jackets in Korea, and then he never explained how or why. Or
What? What the hell? That's
Yeah.
so random.
yeah. There's more suspicion to that, like how like he had like a legit set, but like so many it just didn't seem like legit, even though it was like had so many people and like a real set. It based on what the actor said, it was just weird throughout the whole production.
I feel like he was like already rich or something and had his own money because, I mean, there's some bad movies that get made all the damn time, but no one could read that movie and think, oh, yep, we're going to fund that right now. We want to see that made. We have to tell this story.
Yeah.
Because, like, I want to find the script and read it just to see, like, is that all really in the script? Because if it is, it's like, what?
I would pay to get that script. I'll pay for it.
I would love to see a part 2.
I
want to see Lisa and Mark. I want to see Lisa and Mark now. Like, they probably have kids. Benny's in jail. He like tried to attack Lisa. It could just be a whole thing.
So I just want to watch you guys.
Maybe she was really pregnant. I don't know.
Yeah. What's your? Well, let's talk about our favorite scenes of the film. Like, one of my favorite scenes, a moment basically, is where Lisa's mom and them are talking, and then she goes, "Oh, I just came back from the doctor, and the results are in, and I just got breast cancer." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, and then you're thinking this is gonna be like a thing, but they never brought it back up. I
Yeah.
don't think it just was. I got breast cancer. Okay, so how are you and Johnny doing? Like, you need a man to provide for you. And her mom, like, what is with this? Like, you're basically just telling your daughter to just put up with any shit just so she can, like, have a person to provide for. Like, why can't she just go out and get her own job and, like, fend for herself?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of message is that? That's just weird.
I don't know, like the way that Tommy Wiseau wrote these characters, like so backwards.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever like had a conversation with a person because people don't do those things.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, speaking of that, Tommy was. Oh, there's a book out there that Mark, the character of Mark, the actor, he wrote a book about his experience with the movie and about Tommy Wiseau. It's called The Disaster Artist. Actually, I have the book. I'll let you borrow it. He says that for Tommy Wiseau, it took 32 takes to say the lines. "It's not true. I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark."
How could I know what scene you're talking about?
Yeah.
And that had to be the best take.
Yeah.
And it was still like just awkward.
Yeah.
And terrible.
It's terrible.
Like, what was that editor thinking? Like, what the hell is this? What am I supposed to do with this footage?
I would have just fired myself.
I'd be like, fuck this. I just drop the keyboard and just leave.
Just like 32 takes just for those lines.
And they still sound strange.
Yeah.
And he wrote them. And I'm pretty sure he's like, well, I don't know this for sure, but I'm guessing he's from America. So he like speaks English as a first language. So what's wrong with him?
Dude, I think he's Romanian, but like in the book I told you about, like they show a picture of him when he was younger in the 70s and he still looks the same.
He's like a vampire.
Exactly. Let's see. According to the one who played Lisa, she said that when Tommy Wiseau said the line "In a few minutes, bitch," everyone in the set began laughing at him. Wiseau came out in the bathroom and then demanded to know what was so funny. that scene was pretty funny. In a few minutes, bitch.
I'd have to say that like one of the most awkward things I've ever seen ever in my life was when Johnny and Mark are in that coffee shop.
Yeah.
And they're just having like a regular conversation. Then he's like, "Oh, by the way, how's your sex life?" What?
Yes.
People
Don't talk like that.
How's your sex life? Did you do?
All these memorable lines like "You're just a big chicken." Cheep, cheep, cheep,
I know,
cheep.
like this is a grown man, and what's with the football?
Yeah.
Like, does it symbolize something we just weren't getting? Because they just play football at random times.
They don't really, like actually play football. They just toss it. It's like toss football.
Yeah, they just like run around in suits, like just tossing the football, acting like 12-year-olds, calling each other chickens.
Chicky, chee, chee.
Chip, chip, chick, chip, chick. And that's not even a chicken.
No.
Like, what the hell is that?
I don't know what was going on in Tommy Wiseau's head. It's like it's insane. It's like brilliance for the wrong reason. Like Tommy Wiseau, another great scene. I think we saw it before in the computer where when he's when he's throwing all these stuff away and goes,
my yes, he threw the TV out the window.
and then he starts using the clothing to hump it. I was like,
yeah, he just like start grinding on her dress. I was like, what is he doing? I wanted to be on that set during that scene. Like, I want to be there and just watch that in person and just see how awkward that is.
I would not be breathing, dude.
This grown ass man is just like rubbing a dress on his crotch and like,
oh my god. There's another like I think it was like 4 or 5 times they play football in that movie. One in the park, one at the one in Suits. Like he said that was before the wedding, and then I think they play another time with the guy who had sex with the other chick.
yeah.
That's 3. And then I think one more time.
There was one in the park, I remember. I think there was one in the park.
2 in the park actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that makes it 4. Damn. Well, we're probably not even thinking too hard about the football because it's probably if we think even deeper about the football, we'll probably go into his level.
It had like some symbol. It was some symbol for peace. Maybe it was their friendship flying away because he started.
Oh wow!
I don't even know because like they started doing the football stuff after Lisa slept with Johnny.
Yeah.
So that was like symbolizing their friendship flying away into the other's hands. I don't know. I'm just making up shit.
Obviously, Tommy Wiseau never had sex because those sex scenes was basically sideways. Like,
yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
Is this how you do it?
Like, what? In the stomach though? Like, you should have got someone, like, just go out and get some practice. Like, sure, there's some prostitutes somewhere in San Francisco. You could have like practiced a few times.
Yeah. Or like, I heard what they do in movies is they put for the girls they put condoms for them and then condoms for the guys, and then they do it. They could have done that, but like, Tom Wiseau probably wouldn't.
Like, that's one thing in a movie. Like, it's already hard enough directing a movie, but like, it's hard to direct fight scenes and sex scenes. You should not try to make a sex scene if the only experience with sex you have is like in porn or in movies.
Yeah.
Like, you should not even attempt it because you're going to look like you don't know what you're doing. You're like, just put it there and then like do that. Like, what? No, that's not natural.
No. Yeah, obviously, like if someone does it based off porn, then they don't know what they're talking about because that's just for entertainment, you know.
Yeah, they're just acting really, really, really horribly most of the time. But they're just acting. Like me, I would never even try to do that because I never have, and I know my limitations. I'm like, see, I would just be doing what I've seen in other movies, and it's not a personal experience, so I'm not even gonna attempt it.
Yeah. And then, but at least Mark's scenes with her is more realistic than Tommy Wiseau's.
Yeah, Mark, like, actually, even though they were still pretty damn awkward and so long.
Yeah,
And that music.
all that R&B music.
That cheesy ass music. I just imagined like R. Kelly coming out and pissing on him when I was listening to that. I was like, where's R. Kelly?
Yeah, they took too long, and then I don't know why, but it was always funny to me whenever before Lisa and Mark had sex, Mark always goes, "What are you doing? Like, what do you think you guys are doing?"
Like, and he's like not fighting her off.
No.
She's like starting to take his clothes off. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, okay. One of the funniest things in that movie though is like, it was probably after the 15th sex scene in that movie, because there was like 3 in 10 minutes. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
It was when Mark was on the phone with Lisa. No, not Mark. Johnny.
Yeah.
No, Mark. Damn, I don't even know. Like, Tommy Wiseau's friend. That's Johnny, right?
Yeah.
When he was on the phone with Lisa, and she's like, she asked him something. I can't remember what it was, but his response was so funny. He's like, what do you mean? Like, I just left you.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn.
I remember that. It was like, oh, I miss you. And she's like, I just left.
Yeah, I just saw you.
I just saw you.
That was so fucking funny.
Yeah, Mark, like, the guy who played Mark, like, he tried to make sense out of these dialogues and stuff. You could hella tell.
Yeah, I don't even think those actors, like that dude in the beginning when like the mom and Lisa walk in, like that dude in there.
Yeah.
I think like he was like just straight up having fun, because his face when that girl was going down, like what was he doing? It was so stupid.
I think he did pretty well after this film, unlike others.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
I'm surprised anybody had a career after that.
Yeah, this is a cult following, I think. I think in San Francisco they actually show this movie like once a week or every Friday, and then like a bunch of people just watch this movie every week, like all the time.
I mean, it's a great movie, but I hope Tommy Wiseau isn't one of those people that thinks people actually like the movie because it's like a masterpiece.
No.
He has to realize he made a piece of shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's probably hard to make a movie that bad on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Especially Tommy Wiseau, you know. Like, you had all these resources, and then he also bought the green screen. He bought the green screens.
Oh my god!
And
the worst looking green screen in my life.
And I think that's the worst decision, just buying a green screen and then not like. It's better to rent it than to buy it.
Like,
why
was he? Is he ever gonna use it again? I don't think anyone would let him make a movie again.
Yes.
I don't think anybody. I wouldn't work with him. I just tell people, no, I wasn't on that film. So that's not me. That's my twin. I wasn't. That was not. No.
No, that's just another name that looks like me.
Or I just like order him to take my name off the credits.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be too hard though. It looked like they made those opening credits in like Movie Maker.
Yeah. Damn, it's 12 years, almost 13 years since it came out back in 2003.
Yeah, I think 3.
Damn. That just, and then there's so many memorable scenes in that film. Is like the side characters, they're like, "What are you doing? You're with Johnny." Every time they see Lisa trying to be close with Mark, it's like, "No, what are you doing? What would Johnny say?"
And like when they're at that party and Lisa's like trying to bang Johnny again, they like kick everybody outside. I'm like, "What are you like?" She's like, "Oh, everyone's outside. They're never gonna know." Yeah. They're outside. All they gotta do is open the fucking door. Yeah. They're not like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
I don't even understand her character. So like 90% of the time, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Mary's outside.
It's a Mary sighting.
So let's see. I didn't know this, but apparently the "oh-hi" is spoken 9 times in the film.
Only 9.
And "oh hey" 7 times.
I feel like I heard it every scene.
Every scene, right?
Oh hi, Mark. Oh hi. Oh hi. You could like for every time you hear "Oh hi," take a drink, and you would have alcohol poisoning.
For real. One of my favorite scenes. We talked about this. The flower shop. Like I felt when they shot that, it was like for like 5 minutes.
They
like,
had the location for like 5 minutes. Like, hurry up, we gotta shoot all these damn shots. And like
one shot, say all the lines and then leave and then go to the
he
next.
didn't even take a breath.
No.
Like, how do you act so horribly? And why is that dog sitting in the flower shop on the counter? Why is she like, oh, I didn't know it was you, Johnny?
Yeah, like how can you not recognize Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah, that's like not a person you confuse with anyone else. He looks like an old vampire.
He's not human. Like it was like, oh hi, I didn't notice it was you. Oh hi, doggy. That would be something cents.
Okay,
like,
here you go. Keep the change. Goodbye.
you're my favorite customer. I was like, what?
All of that sound like I don't think it just sounded off to me. I don't know what it was. I think half that movie was like dubbed.
Yeah, I feel like it was a bit dubbed.
Cause I don't know.
Yeah.
That movie's it just leaves me speechless that someone can make something that awful.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing this film just came out and then blew our minds out. I was glad to actually find it ahead of like earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
And then like tell people about it, because when I came to the school, I was like, have you seen The Room? They're like, no, you gotta see it.
Yeah, ever since I started school here, like it's like people tell me about The Room, then I discovered Birdemic.
Yeah.
And then I like watch a bunch of Ed Wood's films.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, they're just amazing. Like I feel like because film students are always like, oh, you got to watch like every movie ever, and they just focus on like the classics. I think you got to watch like terrible movies because I don't know about anyone else, but when I feel like I made something that's like shitty and I'm not proud of it, I'll go watch one of those movies and be like, see, I'm already better than that.
Yeah.
And I really don't know what I'm doing yet. So that's
That's a big
positive.
up right there, because
Yeah.
they've been in the business and they failed.
Yeah, like they made it. Like look at M. Night Shyamalan. Look what
My God.
He keeps getting a budget for crap.
For crap.
Made one good film and it's just like carried him for 15 years.
We got to talk about M. Night next time. Because that guy...
You could talk for like 2 days about
2 days
M.
about
Night.
that guy. YMS did a good job, actually.
Yes, that 4-part. Oh my God. He's so cocky too. You can't be like making pieces of shit
Yeah.
in a row and be that cocky.
Yeah. I think at one point M. Night was too, like, he was holding these films that he cherished so much, like The Village and Lady in the Water, and then after all these criticisms, he just said, okay, whatever.
But part of that might not be his fault because, like, he makes one film, The Sixth Sense, and I hate when they do this to, like, anybody, the athletes, whatever. They do, like, one good thing, and they already, like, want to put him up with the best ever. Like, they're like, the next Spielberg? Like, could he make, like, 5 movies that are really good before you even think about comparing him to Spielberg? Like,
yeah. He only made 3 good movies, and that was the first 3 movies he ever made. And that was it. After that, it just went down the gutter.
I halfway liked Signs, but then that whole ending didn't
Yeah.
even, like, what?
Yeah.
What? Who read this script and was like, yeah, let's make this?
Yeah. And then the fact that Tommy Wiseau had all these resources and failed just because I felt like he took over the production, like, throughout the whole time. Like, it says it took 6 months to actually shoot that film. 6 months.
6 months? What the?
And
why?
We do a better job with just, like, a month.
Yeah. And, like, the films here, like, 7 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you do them in, like,
an hour or so.
Like a few days. And they look 10 times better than that piece of shit. So what was he doing?
There was 2 cinematographers at one point. Like, there was one cinematographer, like, during production, and I guess he quit, and then they had to get another cinematographer.
And then he quit. So then Tommy started shooting.
Yeah. They had to recast and replace a lot of people during production.
Yeah, like, who was that dude at the end in the party who was just, like, suddenly, like, oh, you guys shouldn't be doing... Who the hell was that?
I don't know who they were.
Like, was he someone that got recasted and they just, like, never
Yeah, I think most of these side characters had a lot to do with the story, but Tommy Wiseau was like, let's get on with this. Let's shoot it.
He already had like way too many characters, and he doesn't know how to do anything. Like,
And the fact that he like if you're gonna direct this feature, don't really don't star yourself as the lead role if you don't have that much experience, you know?
yeah, like directing is hard, acting is hard.
Yeah.
You can't like. I don't even understand how people like Clint Eastwood or Mel Gibson or somebody like that. Like they're great at what they do, but I just don't understand how you can wrap your head around directing and then acting in the same movie that you're directing, because it's like you're acting with the actors and you want to like get the characters right and all that, but at the same time you got this whole film that you want it like your way for whatever reason, and you have to like be in a scene and act and bring it and be good and then direct the other actors in the scene that you're with, so you're like in character, I guess, but then you're like out of character as the direct. I don't even know, like good job to them. I would never even try it.
Let's see. According to a resource, says that Adult Swim aired somewhat censored version of the film on April Fool's Day from 2009 to 2011.
How did I ever miss that?
Yeah.
Like that was that was like when I used to watch Adult Swim religiously, and I missed The Room. I didn't even hear of it until like 2013.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's see. Apparently, as of right now, James Franco's trying to make the book that the actor who played Mark's book. He's trying to make that come alive.
He's trying to make it into a movie.
Yeah, like the making of The Room.
I would watch that.
I would hella watch that.
I would just watch like a straight up like BTS on the behind the scenes on the set of The Room.
Heck yeah.
Just to see like what they were doing.
Have you seen what the poster looked like?
For
the
one
Room?
with like his face on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Hold on, let me see. I could probably show you when they bought the billboard and they showed it on the freeways.
If it's the poster I'm thinking you're talking about, it looks like a horror movie poster, like with his face on it.
Yeah,
Like
and then I think they have it on Google Images. Not Boardwalk. Or what's it called? Billboard.
Billboard.
Oh, birthday meme. Billboard. There it is.
Yep, that's what I don't know why he put his ugly ass face on that poster.
Like, was that the only picture they had to take?
Probably did it the same day they did that like flower shop scene. They're like, "Oh, we need a poster. Wait, just stand here. Let me get it. Okay, we're good."
Yeah.
That poster. There's just, why would you put your? I'm just speechless every time I look at him or The Room. And like I talk way too much, and I can't even say anything when I look at this. It just, it looks terrible.
Well, like, how many times have you seen it so far?
I've probably seen it 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. It's going to be like on my list of stuff to watch once a year, because I have like a list of movies that I just love to watch. Like most of them are good movies that I actually enjoy, like Goodfellas I watch every year. That's my favorite movie. Yeah. And Saving Private Ryan I watch like once a year. This is going to be on there with that.
Like going back to like it's really hard to direct and then star yourself in a movie. I think there's only one time or one genre where you could actually do that, and I think it's when it's comedy. Like you already know you're trying to be bad, you know. Like for example, Kung Pao.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, I gotta find a digital copy and show it to you. But it's like the guy who wrote one of the Nutty Professors of the Eddie Murphy ones. and he was the writer, and he decided to direct and star in a film that came out in I don't know what part of Asia, but it was like, I think it was a Chinese movie or Japanese movie, one of those. I think it was Chinese, and it's from the 70s, and the main character in the 70s film was cropped, and they put the main character, the director, in there, and it was just hilarious, dude.
That sounds amazing.
That came out a year before The Room, so that's a good thing to compare between The Room and Kung Pao, like what they did right, and then what The Room did wrong.
Well, The Room didn't really do anything right.
No,
Like nothing. Acting, writing, directing, story. Well, there isn't really a story. What is it about?
uh,
I couldn't even tell.
can you give a sentence based?
People bang in this room and then they die.
Yeah, like what's The Room mean? Like,
I don't even know what it's about. Like, that's crazy, and I've seen it like 3 times.
like if I would give a sentence, it would probably be about a guy and his wacky friends go find out that girlfriend was cheating on him.
A wealthy, what is he, like an investor, works at a bank or something?
I think a bank or something.
Wealthy bank dude.
Yeah.
Girlfriend starts cheating on him with his best friend, and he confronts her. It's like a short soap opera.
Yeah,
That's basically what The Room is.
but really bad. Damn. How would you give this film? How would you grade it?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, how would you grade it honestly, and then how would you grade it, like personally, like like it could be for entertainment reasons or just like that.
Okay, as a film, I would give it a 3.
Okay.
A 3, because at least you can see things.
Mm.
There was an attempt at lighting. There was an attempt at a script.
Yeah.
There was like an attempt with character. They attempted things like, I see stuff like Manos, Hands of Fate. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That movie's like a -11 because I don't even don't like. How do you record a movie without sound and then have to go back in post and do it all again?
Yeah.
So that, like The Room's, that's what I give The Room. And then on an entertainment value,
Yeah.
an 8.
An 8.
Because that is a movie. It's not painful to watch like other bad movies are. Like, they just make you cringe. The Room is entertaining as hell. It's like 90 minutes, and I want it to be 90 more.
Yeah.
I just want to see what else he can do with these people. I want a sequel. Like, I want a show. Like, maybe a prequel.
Yeah.
Before, like, how they all met and came to be. I would love to see that.
Well, I would give it, movie-wise, I'll give it a D- to a D. Just because he had all these resources. It's not like he had like a super cheap budget. And then personally, I would give it 8 to a 9.
You just can't like be. You're in a bad mood. Turn on The Room. Instant excited. You're just laughing because you're like, there's no way this is like a real thing.
Yeah.
This dude made this bad on purpose. No one did this by accident.
And if it's by accident, oh my god. Oh man. Would you like recommend it to like certain people?
I would recommend it to anyone who likes to be entertained. Like, if you have not seen The Room and you like to be entertained by movies, go see The Room.
Yes.
You will not believe your eyes.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a movie? Like, this actually got made and shown places, and like, you will not believe your eyes if you watch this movie. If you have not seen it, you have to see it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw it.
It has a cult following, and recently, like probably once a year or something, there's usually a Q&A of the actors, and they talk about the film. There's some at YouTube.
Oh, I would love to go to one of those and ask them some questions.
Like Tommy Wiseau, like I don't know, like whenever he does Q's and A's, as a person, I don't know if he's acting as Johnny or himself. Like he acts like a jerk sometimes, but like he's feeding what he can have of all that fame.
I mean, he has to do something with it because he'll never get another chance to do anything again, and he just has to do something with it.
And especially how you got to see the show. It's on Hulu.
I have to see that.
Neighbors. I'll probably show you.
Is he in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He plays the apartment, like the loan shark, whatever, like the apartment owner. And then he also plays as a 20s guy, 20-year-old dude or something like that.
He
And-
cannot pass for 20.
And he has like different wigs for every part of the film. Every part of the show. It's hilarious, dude. And then instead of Highmark as being his what's it called, his
Catchphrase.
his catchphrase, it's what a day.
Oh my god.
What a day. Yep.
People like him give me so much hope for my career, because like if they can make shit like that, then I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, that was The Room for Movie Mondays. Thanks, Kenny, for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been awesome. New edition of Movie Mondays, and hopefully there'll be more to come. That's it, guys. See you next time.